Now the candidates will give their closing statements. We'll begin with John.
We have a unique opportunity in this election, but I guess I have to answer a quick answers to his questions. You know, John, you know that at this point in my campaign with my fundraising, you know very well because you tried to get my fundraisers to work for you and they wouldn't. What happens in a campaign like mine is you spend that money in the beginning and you get that money to spend toward the end of the campaign when you need it to fight Nancy Pelosi. But the question is not who is going to be most upsetting to Nancy Pelosi. I think the big question is, who do Republicans want to have represent them? Because I think they don't want a candidate who advocates things like, I think he could be made kind of a laughingstock. He advocates abolishing the IRS. I mean, certainly, here we sit a week after we just filed our tax returns. It has a warm and fuzzy feeling to it, but we need a candidate that talks about serious issues, about current legislation that we have to repeal. I also think we don't want a candidate who advocates things that will take power away from you. This election is about giving power back to the people. John wants to repeal the 17th Amendment. The 17th Amendment actually takes the vote away from you, would not allow you to vote against Barbara Boxer. The 17th Amendment, if he repealed it like he wants, would allow the legislature of California to pick our senator. I don't think that's the kind of message we want in 2010. And I also think that Republicans want a candidate in this race that in a world that we have right now with an enemy that is reckless and ruthless, that they don't want someone who thinks that a good foreign policy or a good energy policy is being nice to oil-producing countries. We've seen the apology tour. It has not gotten us where we want to go. So this district has a real role in 2010. People are going to look to this district, and I don't think they want to see someone who's talking about ideas like abolishing the IRS and repealing the 17th Amendment. It's not the message we want to give. We want to give the message that we are running against the most powerful woman in the United States, and to say that the kind of power she is wielding and the way she is abusing it is not what we want in our Congress. This is, in many ways, it's a symbolic race, and it makes it no less important. We have to make it very clear, and catering to the anti-war crowd is not what Republicans in this city want to see. We know this. We've done some polling. They are not interested. If he wants to run that campaign, he could have run as a libertarian, which I think he should have. We could have cleaned Nancy's clock. And so I think we have a high-profile race where we have to have a Republican that is in front of the entire Republican congressional candidate group throughout the country, and that will make them proud of the person running against Nancy Pelosi. I'm the one that can run against her and everything she stands for.